warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Before study, we pray together.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Raditu billahi rabban wa bil Muhammadin nabiyyan wa rasulah. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma. Amin ya rabbal alamin. Yes.
Start on. Dimulai dari temennya. Siapa namanya?
Tapi
Terus yuk temennya yang mau itu. Sini ya. Salah. Salah. Okay, next, Naura. Ya, Naura. G. Ayah Naura apa? Ayo Siva. Mas belajar. Ya jahat, tidak. Salah. Fahmi. Ini. Tikus. Ya harus tuh. Tikus. Kus. Sam. Thomas. Sam. Sampah. Ayo. Benar sekali. Tepuk tangan. How this time we will discuss material about Ya, benar. Let's know the story about Sang Kuryang, Malin Kundang, or have you also read story about Cinderella, Snow White, the legend of Roro Jonggrang? So those are some example of narrative text. Definition of narrative text. What is narrative text? Narrative text is an imaginary story that aims to entertain the reader because the story is imaginary. Of country, the truth has not been proven because it's only an imagination or fictional. For example, Malin Kundang, Roro Jonggrang. To the purpose of narrative text. The use of narrative text itself has several purposes, such as entertain, education, telling, conveying the author experience, or a medium to develop the imagination of the reader. Example of narrative text such as fairy tale, cerita rakyat, fable that are legendary from all parts of the world. The narrative text is general imaginative. Some narrative text that is also factual. Narrative text is general imaginative. Some narrative text is also factual. Tujuan naratif teks. Penggunaan naratif teks sendiri memiliki beberapa tujuan seperti menghibur, mengedukasi, mendidik, memberitahu, menyampaikan pengalaman, pengarang atau sebagai media mengembangkan imajinasi si penulis. Contoh naratif teks seperti cerita rakyat, dongeng, ataupun fabel yang melegenda. Contoh fabel yang melegenda, ada tahu nggak? Ya, ayo. Ada lagi? Oh ya, ada lagi? Udah. Ya, Thomas? Ya, benar. Walaupun naratif teks umumnya imajinatif, namun naratif teks juga ada yang faktual. Yang ketiga, generic structure of narrative text. Well, there are three kinds of generic structure of narrative text. One, first, orientation. The first orientation. The orientation section contains of the opening of the story that contains the introduction of character, introduction of to the background, time and place of the story. Anyway, this section contains a general part of the story that includes what, who, when, and where the story is done. Bagian orientation berisi tentang pembukaan cerita yang mengandung pengenalan tokoh, pengenalan latar belakang, waktu dan tempat dari cerita. Pokoknya itu bagian yang mengandung umum dari cerita yang mencakup apa, siapa, kapan, di mana cerita itu terjadi. Early complication atau kompilasi. In this section, the main character start experience conflict in this life, and the main character must resolve the conflict. Pada bagian ini, sang tokoh utama mulai mengalami konflik dalam kehidupannya, dan sang pemeran utamanya harus menyelesaikan konflik-konflik yang terjadi. Complication consists of three conflict. The first, natural conflict. Secondly, social conflict, and the last, psychological conflict. The last, resolution section in the ending story section. In this section, resolution, all the problem must be resolution by the main. In the resolution section, there is also usually a moral message or moral value or advice that we can take from the story. The moral value in the ending of a narrative text is called coda. Bagian resolution adalah bagian cerita akhir atau ending. Pada bagian resolution, semua masalah sudah harus terselesaikan oleh tokoh utama. Dalam bagian resolusi juga biasanya terdapat pesan moral atau moral value atau nasihat yang bisa diambil dari cerita tersebut. Moral value pada ending sebuah naratif teks disebut sebagai coda. The next, the characteristic or language features of narrative text. Ciri kebahasaan naratif text. In narrative text, it usually uses the past form because the story is a fictional tense, perfect past tense, simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect continuous, or it can be past perfect future continuous. All these rules don't have to be used as refer to the condition and situation of the sentence. Dalam naratif teks biasanya menggunakan bentuk lampau atau past karena cerita ini merupakan cerita karangan atau fiksi. Bentuk tenses bisa menggunakan past perfect, past continuous, past perfect continuous, atau biasa past future perfect continuous. Terus itu biasanya mengacu kepada kondisi di suatu kalimat. Using action verb in past tense. For example, walked, stayed, and the wandering. Wanderers. Early using nouns or pronouns for sentence before. Animals and object in the story. For example, the princess, the queen, the girl, and the king. Number 3, using adjective that form a single noun phrase. For the time, using time, connective, and conjunction to short brief events. Next, number 4, using adverb and adverbal phrase to indicate the location of and indicate incident or event. Yang pertama menggunakan action verb dalam bentuk past tense. Misalnya ini walked, said, wandered. The next, the kinds of narrative text, jenis-jenis narrative text. Number 1, folktale or in Indonesia often cerita rakyat, a traditional custom, and folklore that are passed and down from generation to generation, but not record. Folktale atau di Indonesia sering disebut cerita rakyat adalah adat tradisional dan cerita rakyat yang diwariskan secara turun-temurun tetapi tidak dibukukan. Contohnya, ada yang tahu contoh cerita rakyat? Ada yang tahu? Ada lagi? Ada lagi? Ya, Andande Lumut, Maling Kundang, Sangkuriang, Lutung Kasarun, Timun Mas, and many more. Number 2, personal experience. Personal experience is a story that tells a personal experience and it usually told from a first person point of view. Next, personal experience, pengalaman pribadi, biasanya diceritakan melalui pengalaman pribadi dari sudut pandang orang pertama. Yang ketiga, fairy tale. Fairy tale is a simple story about magical creatures such as dragons, queen and princess, and giant and others. Fairy tales atau kisah tentang peri. Contohnya itu, ada yang tahu nggak cerita tentang peri? Tahu nggak cerita tentang kisah Fables, fiction, fantasy stories. Sometimes fables include minority characters in the form of humans. Fable stories are also often called moral story because they contain message relate the moral. Fabel, cerita hewan, cerita yang menceritakan tentang kehidupan hewan yang berperilaku menyerupai manusia. Ada yang tahu nggak contoh fabel cerita hewan? For example, the mouse deer stole the cucumber. The deer and the hunter, the rabbit and the turtle, the starling and the buffalo, and jackal and the panther. Number 5. Next, legenda or legend are ancient folktales relate to events and to original of place. For example, ada yang tahu nggak cerita legenda?
Manggis.
Ya? Ya. For example, Sangkuriang, Manggis Stone, The Legend of Gili Raja, The Legend of Tobalik, and The Legend of Tangkuban Perahu. Mythos is a story that is set in the past, contains an interpretation of the universe, such as the creation of the world and the existence of creators. Next. Sampai nama paling. The last historical narrative, for example, Diponegoro Wars atau Perang Diponegoro. Guys, we will finish today about material and see you another time. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi